I'd like to introduce Prezi. Prezi is one of the new technologies I wanted to include in this module. I think Prezi is a very valuable classroom technology for both students and teachers. Prezi allows a free method for one to make dynamic presentations. In my reading class this semester, we read Charlotte's Web and then presented a book report on the topic using Prezi. I was shocked by how well many of my students took to this resource and made creative and stylish book reports. It also is a very useful technology in our school system because this year they've introduced a new requirement and a new curricula for the standardized testing. So where the foreign language standardized testing previously was just written and multiple choice grammar questions, they've now introduced a speech section. And I think making this sort of presentation and then presenting it in front of the class will be invaluable to students who normally go to great lengths to cram for these standardized tests. They might go to a special school or comb over books for months and months. But I think we can get effective learning via classroom presentations. We can see here a sample presentation on Prezi. I think that it's a very, very stylish presentation tool that allows for really wonderful and engaging animations. And when your audience is students, I think that that's really important. And as well as when your audience is a group of teachers, right? You want to keep them just as engaged as anyone else. So we can see that some of these speech bubbles are set up similarly to what we'd be used to in PowerPoint or Google Slides, but then each one has very smooth transitions and animations that are really more than what I would ask for a free piece of technology. For Prezi, I've chosen two ISTE standards I'd like to present. I chose both from the student section of the standards, S1D and S6B. I think Prezi is a wonderful way for students to show their aptitude for using technology in a self-guided way and being able to create something really interesting that they can be proud of in the classroom and in their home setting. Some of the parents, I think, will be delighted when I show them the Charlotte's Web book reports, especially considering that they get to engage with an original work by their son or daughter, that they can see the effort and the personal style that they've put into it. Here we can see the main screen for creating an original Prezi. They are filled with lots of dynamic templates, and as you can see, there's so many modern and stylish looks here. So I'll switch back to a Prezi I've created. Here we go. And we can look at the way in which you can dive deep into each slide. This is for a language acquisition project, and so we can get deeper into each slide as we go. And you can control this via the submenu here. Right? So each area is so rich with information that it's really interesting to see how You can control and add different kinds of animations and different subsections. Really, there's very little limiting factors here. And so you can control the animations here. I've kept my animations a little simple because I will say Prezi is quite demanding on my hardware. So maybe for a professional presentation, I would turn everything on and have it be as shiny as possible. But in this case, we'll keep it a little simple. And so the drop-down menus are very, very clear and simple. And if you have any kind of familiarity with PowerPoint or Google Slides, you will feel right at home in Prezi. I would suggest to any teacher that they take advantage of this free tool, that they'll really be delighted with the results, I think.